Well, like I promised, today is gonna be solar panel day. Gonna start trying to make heads or tails of the stuff I got. I got a Renogy 200 watt solar kit. So I'm gonna put it up on my rack, install it, run the wires down, and we'll go from there. Well, about 3 hours work. Unfortunately, the solar panels cannot be connected the way I suspected, so I have to go to Lowe's and get a U-bend with bolts on it so that I can screw it down and tighten it up on the racks. No big deal, but it just put me on another loop. It's typical of doing van conversions. If you're not in it for the business, be prepared to, I can't do this, I gotta do that. So I was able to work on the batteries and get them all hooked up. Not hooked up, but installed so that they don't move around. You can see here, I have them installed inside on top of the wheel well. I put a L-shaped bracket down there made out of wood to hold the battery that way, and I also put a L-shaped wood bracket here screwed onto the wall to keep them down. I put a wall here so that it keep it from sliding this way. And then a lot of people were complaining about having to be able to get the batteries out. So I made a small L bracket here, wood again. That way I can just take 2 screws off. This will come out and I can just pull the batteries out if I need to from the back of the van. I also decided to make a wall for some of the instruments, some of the controls, like the inverter, the battery controller, solar charger controller, the fuse box, put it all in one panel. This way, if I have to work on it and it's kind of tight in the back because you have the bed and all that, all it takes is 1, 2, 3, 4 screws and I can pull the whole thing out and be able to work on it or whatever, and then just put it back and screw it back in. So that took majority of the day because you gotta basically putting stuff together. So the take here is, if you have a sunny day and you can work, doesn't matter if you can't do a certain thing. Like I was gonna do the solar panels, gonna drop the line down, but unfortunately I couldn't do it because there was unexpected things that I didn't foresee. So I jumped on installing the batteries. So basically that's the way it is with the van conversion. If you're not in the business, if they're in the business, they know exactly what to do, but we're not in the business. So we're just kind of making it go as we go along. And it's not hard, but you got to think about it, and that takes time. So I'll see you the next time. So I finally figured out how I'm gonna attach the solar panels to the rack on the roof. I got these about 3-4 inch piece of metal, Lowe's, that has holes in it, and I'm gonna bolt it down with the brackets that they bring, the solar panels bring, and bolt it right onto the rack upstairs, and then start putting the wiring through. So you'll see that today. All right, guys, was able to finish putting the solar panels down. I used my rack. I did have to reverse the bolts on the inside because the roof on the van kind of curves. So in the middle, the rack is only about an inch. So I had to reverse them, but it's all tied down. Basically, I run the wires through. So the next step is gonna be connecting the controller and connecting the batteries. And we'll see you next time.